Dawn breaks over Windmere Forest as fog creeps low, concealing secrets beneath its veil. At the forest's heart, a massive hollow tree stands blackened and bare, a stark sentinel of desolation. The atmosphere hangs heavy, a foreboding silence enveloping the desolate scene. Jim stands on his porch, sunlight bathing the worn wooden planks in a warm glow. He picks up an old sepia-toned photograph, a window into a forgotten time. Caroline Wexley stands beside the hollow tree, its ancient branches reaching skyward. She buried something here, and it's waking up. A puzzled frown creases Jim's forehead, a storm of concern brewing in his kind eyes. Jim stands, phone pressed to his ear, his face etched with disbelief. Era holds a faded photograph of Caroline, her expression thoughtful. Jim questions, why would Caroline return? She disappeared 40 years ago. Era counters with a haunting thought. Unless she never left. News clippings scream of a connection between the Bell House and a newly planted tree. Jim gestures towards the flashing headlines, his expression a mask of grave concern, his voice heavy with revelation. Jim declares, the Bell House was just the surface. The tree is the root. As night descends, Jim and Ira arrive at the hollow tree, their lanterns casting fleeting shadows on the ancient, gnarled roots. The bark reveals ancient carving spirals and symbols etched deep into the wood's surface. Era whispers, her voice filled with awe and a hint of unease. These carvings, they're more intricate than I remember. Ira's fingers trace the ancient tree's surface, a serene touch that belies the storm brewing within. The world warps around Era as her vision blurs, reality unraveling at the touch of the haunted wood. A cacophony of terror erupts as ghostly children scream from the tree's depths. Caroline's voice echoes, "Don't let it out." Jim's desperate cry pierces through the chaos. Era, snap out of it. Era's eyes widen with fear as she gasps. Jim stares at Era, concern and disbelief etched on his face. Era whispers, something was sealed in the tree, not a ghost. Something older, something bound in pain. Era and Jim kneel beneath the hollow tree, their shadows dancing wildly in the dim light. Their shovels strike something hard beneath the earth. A moment of tense anticipation hangs in the air. An iron lockbox, scarred by rust, is unearthed, secured with a chain, interwoven with bones. Muscles straining, Jim wrestles with the lock, his face a mask of grim determination. Under the dim lantern light, the lockbox reveals its grim contents, a blackened school bell and Caroline's final letter. Bathed in the soft morning light, Era stands by the hollow tree, a weathered letter clutched in her hands. She begins to read aloud, her voice tinged with dread. "If you're reading this, I failed." Era's voice cracks as she continues. "And now you've woken it." From the hollow of the ancient tree, a hand materializes, its form unnaturally thin and shadowed. Jim's voice is firm, laced with urgency. "We have to seal it, just like Caroline did." A faint chime pierces the silence as they ring the small bell. Distant screams echo from within the ancient tree. A gnarled hand quickly withdraws from the hollow. Era whispers, "They didn't kill it. No fire can. But sound makes it sleep." The hollow tree stands guard as fog descends, wrapping the landscape in a veil of mystery. From the depths of the mist, Caroline appears, untouched by time. A faint, otherworldly glow surrounds Caroline, casting an ethereal light. Sunlight streams through the leaves, bathing Caroline in an otherworldly glow. Caroline's voice, soft as a whisper, expresses profound gratitude. "Thank you. You're the first who believed me." Era, her eyes wide with wonder, questions, "Are you real?" Caroline's gentle reply carries a hint of finality. "Not anymore, but I can rest now." Caroline fades into light, her form shimmering. The ancient carvings on the hollow tree vanish, leaving smooth bark behind. Jim and Era watch, expressions of awe and relief washing over them. As dawn breaks, Jim and Era walk wearily along Windmere Road, their long shadows stretching out before them. Behind them, a solitary tree stands sentinel, its leaves whispering secrets in the gentle morning air. Exhaustion etches their faces, yet their steps remain firm, a testament to their unwavering determination. A heavy silence blankets Windmere Road, the air thick with unspoken words and memories. Era breaks the silence. "We should burn it," Jim responds, his voice a low murmur filled with grief. "No, let it sleep," Jim continues. "But let Windmere remember." As the sun peaks over the horizon, Jim and Era walk away from the hollow tree. Words appear on screen. The Windmere Chronicles the end. Jim studies the aged town records, his focus intense. Sunlight illuminates the room as he carefully unfolds a brittle, faded map. The map reveals the location of the original settlement. Jim sits surrounded by the Windmere Historical Society, lost in the pages of a weathered journal. Sunlight streams through the high windows, illuminating dust motes, as Jim struggles to decipher the faded script. The journal details a ritual performed by the early settlers to appease a presence in the forest. In her dimly lit apartment, Era is surrounded by ancient books and scrolls. The strange symbols and texts leap from the pages, illuminated by the desk lamp as she pores over them with intense focus. She loses herself in the quest to decipher the nature of the entity. Era awakens abruptly, her eyes reflecting profound terror. Her breath comes in ragged gasps, beads of sweat glistening on her brow. She grasps the sheets tightly, the haunting vision still imprinted on her mind. Jim and Era approach the hollow tree, their expressions serious as they search for answers. Era approaches the hollow tree, the weathered bark hinting at secrets hidden within. Her fingers trace a hidden inscription, a revelation taking shape in her eyes. Era's eyes widen as the entity's true name is revealed. In the solemn confines of Windmere Church, Jim and Era seek answers from Father Michael. The aged priest listens intently, his expression reflecting the weight of Windmere's history. In the somber light of Windmere Church, Father Michael stands, his face heavy with concern. His voice echoes in the sacred space. The school fire. It wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate attempt to contain the entity after it resurfaced. Under the cloak of night, Jim and Era tread softly among the ancient tombstones. Drawn together by an unseen force, they halt before the grave of Caroline Wexley. They stand before Caroline's tombstone, their gazes fixed on the weathered inscriptions. A glint of sunlight reveals a hidden message, etched subtly into the stone. Under the veil of night, Jim and Era are surrounded by scattered documents and maps, their forms bent in the dim light. Their faces, illuminated by a flickering candle, reflect the grim determination of their desperate search. They look at the blackened school bell, realization growing on their faces. Under the cloak of night, Jim and Era stand before the hollow tree, ready for the final confrontation. In the soft light of dusk, they gather by the ancient tree, its hollow heart housing a bell that gleams with secrets. Their solemn voices rise in unison, chanting the entity's true name, each word resonating through Windmere. A palpable energy fills the air, crackling around them as they focus their collective intent, seeking to banish the entity from their world. The entity appears from within the hollow tree, its presence immediately threatening Jim and Era. The entity lunges, its terrifying form a nightmare made real. Jim and Era are thrown back by its attack, their bodies flying through the air. Jim and Era stand back to back, determination etched on their faces as they prepare to confront the darkness. Era's eyes glow with ethereal light as she prepares to unleash her power. Jim stands firm, ready to strike at the opportune moment. Era strikes the bell with overwhelming force. A powerful sonic wave erupts, incapacitating the entity. Jim and Era move with practiced precision, their combined efforts focused on the ancient task. With glowing chalk, they meticulously trace ancient symbols onto the weathered bark of the hollow tree, their voices weaving a forgotten incantation. Energy crackles visibly as the final symbol is completed, sealing their work with palpable power. The entity is gone, and the hollow tree slumbers once more. In Windmere Forest, Jim and Era stand before the ancient tree, their weariness overshadowed by a sense of triumph. Knowing glances pass between them, sealing a silent pact in the heart of Windmere Forest. Bathed in dappled sunlight, the ancient tree stands sentinel, its presence a timeless guardian. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, carrying the weight of their shared secret, deepening the forest's mystique. They resolve to safeguard the tree, Windmere, and their shared destiny from looming threats. Jim meticulously records Caroline Wexley's tale, ensuring her sacrifice echoes through time. With each precise stroke, he safeguards Caroline Wexley's legacy, etching her name into the annals of history. Her story, now immortalized, will inspire generations, a testament to her courage and devotion. Era sits alone in her apartment, a solitary figure amidst the shadows, illuminated only by the dim glow of a lamp. Her brow is furrowed in concentration as she delves into the ancient lore, each symbol a key to unlocking hidden truths. With meticulous care, Era traces the faded symbols, her fingers dancing across the aged pages. A silent vow etches itself onto her face. She is prepared for whatever darkness may come. Windmere Forest is cast under the veil of night. The earth trembles imperceptibly near the hollow tree, the tremor suggesting the entity may not be entirely gone. Windmere appears as an idyllic haven, unaware of the darkness hidden within. Jim stares out the window, his unease deepening as he gazes at the hollow tree. Era stands, intently studying a map of Windmere, her face etched with concern. The hollow tree looms, a silhouette against the dawn, guarding Windmere's secrets. A car, packed high with boxes, winds its way down Windmere Road, carrying a family toward an unknown future. The family smiles, unaware of the darkness veiled within the quaint charm of their new hometown. Unbeknownst to them, shadows gather, hinting at the lurking dangers that await their arrival. In the dim sanctuary of Windmere Church, Father Michael kneels, his hands clasped in fervent prayer. Flickering candlelight casts long, dancing shadows, illuminating the ancient stone walls and amplifying the solitude. He prays for the safety of Windmere, his silent plea echoing in the stillness of the night. An unsettling dread settles over him, the weight of a returning entity heavy on his soul. Under the cloak of night, a solitary figure advances toward the hollow tree, shrouded in mystery. As dawn breaks over Windmere, the lingering question echoes, will the entity ever truly be defeated? The stillness of the morning air belies the turmoil that has recently plagued the town. A sense of uneasy calm settles over Windmere, as if the town holds its breath, waiting for the next sign.